Good evening or early morning, Final Fantasy Randomizer fans. We have a special treat for you tonight. Tonight, we have in the winter tournament one of the wewbear, our number one seed versus PeasantsOMFG, the reigning Duckling Supreme. I'm Ozlodo. I am joined in the booth by Odoran. Odoran, how you doing tonight?
Doing pretty good, thanks for asking. These are some interesting parties they decided to take.
Very much so. We have a Thief Fighter double red and a Thief Fighter single red.
So let's look at this. The thieves have clean magic and resist lightning, status, and fire. Their fighters get 25 agility and +% hit, which is nice if they get a decent weapon.
Hmm.
And the red mages get plus magic and hurt undead. So they're more than likely guaranteed revival magic between the thief and those red mages. And hopefully that fighter hits hard enough to possibly negate the fact that they may not get faster tempers.
That is the risk that you're running the red mages. But both runners seem to be going with the general meta of the seed, taking the thief. You love to see it. With that clean magic, that could come in handy. With improved dark on, you really want to see lamp for sure. If you get caught with it, oh, it will be bad.
Ooh, that brings up a good point. Those red mages may not get Cure 4 or Lamp as well.
That is a definite risk that you have to take when you're going to go through and not take a white mage or a black mage. But that heal plus could be very helpful because it's going to fill up your red mage level 8 slots, which otherwise pretty useless.
Yeah, I mean, unless those red mages had Sage, they are fairly useless to everyone.
This is true. But the good news is with this kind of party makeup, you are, because all of our special items, such as your Excal, your Vorpal, and your Ruse, and your Ribbon, they are all going to be in turn-ins from one of the key items. So you're probably going to see them looking for the Excal, probably the Vorpal, and definitely going to need that tail.
Oh yeah, that tail's going to... Well, if the Masa rolls to like a +6 or even a +4, they could stay unpromoted and still beat the seed.
They could, but that means they're going to have to take on our old buddy the War Mech.
Ooh, and that's always a fun time.
That is always fun to see. We have the Masa being guarded on the only trapped chest by the War Mech. He is also hanging around, walking about on the floor before the Bridge of Destiny, known as the maze floor. And we are off! Peasants and wewbear. This is a big go. So, checking out Black Magic. You see Lit 3 and you see Zap. Don't sleep on Zap. It has come in handy in a lot of these early flags. Ooh, but there's Fate and Life.
So, Fade, Life, and Zap? Those would be the three I would take on that red mage.
I would agree with that. You don't really need Lit 3 anymore if you have Fade, and Zap does work.
I mean, Lit 3 can still come in pretty handy, but it's very, very situational.
Very, very true. Yeah, early
Ooh.
Canal. That's interesting to see, but no thing to use it with just yet.
Yeah, I mean, it could... Oh, and an early
Oh
Raw.
my. Oh! And the defense sword's popping out right away.
Okay, Seed.
Well, well,
Just
well.
give them good things at the start, why don't you?
That is so. We got Garland being pulled. We're gonna fade him into oblivion. Goodbye, Garland.
I'm always cautious about going against Garland in this flag set without saving first. You never
Ooh.
know if he's gonna like, oh my gosh, there's a canoe start?
Well, I mean, that opens up a
Wait,
lot of possibilities, but it also means a lot of route
they
divergence could
go
happen.
west, though. They have no bridge.
They have no bridge, so you're gonna have to head down Marshway.
There's the two chests in dwarves they get to check though.
They will definitely check the two in dwarves on the way through. After you get down there, your options are either to go to Marsh, or you could go all the way around to Crescent and go Volcano and Ice and get to Provoca that way. But
Yeah,
that's a lot of time right there.
it is. I mean, if they had not such great magic, going to Provoca could be a smart play, but with that early fade, they should be fine doing Marsh.
And we
And
see
they got a lazy dwarf.
peasants not talking to the hooray dwarf. Well, oh well.
I
Woo,
mean,
Woobear
there's
even
the way out.
Woobear even had the dwarf getting in his way, and he's still not going to talk to him.
Both ruse items already.
Wow, that's a defensive oriented flag set if I've ever seen one.
Still no hoorays. Wow, these guys just don't want to give us a fun time.
I'm still gonna cross my fingers and hope that we can at least carbonate bubbles. As a card carrying member of the Bubbles Soda Co., I endorse all carbonation.
I mean, I always try to if I make my way there, but I've seen a lot of these seeds where C is not required at all.
This is very true. I have seen a number of ones that just totally ignore C. Peasants, meanwhile, gonna get us a quick little look at the top of Marsh.
I
Says
do
hi to the
enjoy
bat,
how
though.
close these guys are. I mean, they're hand in hand on these checks right now.
Ooh. Flame plus
That
6
is a
is
big
good
armor.
armor. And I believe they're also on the same encounter table, as this encounter looks very familiar.
Yeah. Those alternate enemy colors threw me off for a second.
That mine as well is it's something to look at, that's for sure. But that's one of the fun flags that we do have on in the randomizer. You can make the enemies all fun colors. There's our first shard. If anyone is joining us for the first time during this tournament, I will mention that this is a shard hunt. 28 shards are required to get into the Temple of Fiends Revisited, as opposed to lighting the 4 orbs. However, both Lich and Carry are worth 2 shards each, Kraken and Tia are worth 4. And
I
the number of
believe
shards that you have in your possession determines your XP bonus.
every 8 shards increases experience and gold gain, correct?
Yes, that's exactly right. It will count. I'm not doing Twitch math.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do the math. I just know it's every 8 does the bump, and there's what 32 shards in chest, so you don't actually have to defeat a single fiend if you don't want to.
That is correct. You don't, but that means you have to open every chest in the game, and there are some dungeons like Sky or Volcano and Earth, to be honest, that by the time you check some of those late game chests, it's just easier to go and kill the fiend and get the bump out.
I mean, that's completely fair. Killing the fiends can get you the shards easier than opening 50 chests and finding 3 shards, but you don't have to.
Peasants, meanwhile, is going to do our first bit of route divergence. He has left Marsh and is heading off to Elfland. Going to check magic.
It is a little curious that he didn't go down to Marsh Bottom.
He has faded it, and he did find Brack, though, which is a nice treat. Woobear, meanwhile, finding a nice silver bracelet. And a chime! Well, well,
Ooh.
well. It's not another shard. It's not exactly what you need right now, but great for later on.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, black magic. Oh, there's your fast. It is Red Wizard. Ooh!
Oh, Key in Marsh as well.
That
This
is big.
Not good for peasants.
And this means he can check the Marsh locked while he's down here.
Yeah.
That is a huge time saver to not have to come back to Marsh to check this all over again.
I mean, the locks might not have anything in them, but just having that key right now is a big advantage.
Well, Peasants looks
Oh,
like he's picked up his magic and is heading back to Marsh,
Okay.
while Woobear looks like he is avoiding Marsh locked.
That is interesting.
It is only 3 chests. You're playing the odds, and I don't hate it. I don't.
Yeah, I mean, he's already found key and chime down there.
This is
I can see not expecting to find a third, but
this is
it,
true.
your airship could be in one of those locked chests.
This is also very true. The last thing you'd want to see is the floater down there. Now, Peasants is going to make the exact same checks. Will he decide that he wants to go and pop those locks? Is he going to be our resident locksmith?
He did go and heal at an inn, so he does have some extra... Wait, where's wewbear going now?
Did he
Is he
skip
going...
top marsh?
No, they both did top at the same time. Did he reset out of it?
He must have.
Oh.
Yep, he has reset out.
Oh. Wow.
That's Peasants
Interesting.
now. Gonna take on his wizards or get away from... Ooh, they have Stinger. That's just annoying.
Yeah. Good old waste of pure potions.
Waste of time, too. Everyone does it. He's only got 3 members, though, so that takes at least a little less time. So, he's got his key. It is now figuring out... And he looks like
got hit
he...
by a blizzard.
Ah,
I didn't realize something down there had blizzard.
that's disturbing.
Makes a little more sense why he didn't go back for those key locks.
That would make sense, and that means that Peasants doesn't know that and is still wandering around down there. But he is heading for Marsh Lock, so we're going to get our first look.
Meanwhile, wewbear going for the 4 locked chests in Elfland Castle.
Good place to take a look, find some housing, helmet, cash, and some housing. Peasants
The cash is nice.
Early game cash is very important, especially because we don't know if there's going to be an item in that a key item in the item shop in play.
Yeah. And he also has the 2 casters, so he needs that extra money at the beginning.
Absolutely. Now, meanwhile, Peasant so far has only found 2 shards.
I mean, getting those shards quick and early is always really nice, so...
This is true, but no progression, no key items.
The wewbear lucking out on avoiding those.
But again, having those 2 shards could be very, very helpful in the late game if you're running around searching for them.
Yeah. And it looks like lamp is white mage only.
Oh dear. You gotta hope for Cure 4 then. Or perhaps the Thief has it as his clean magic.
Yeah, but even if the thief has it, it's only 2 charges.
This is true. So, Wu is going to check out what is hanging out in Astos' closet. Find some cash, and his ship. Well, there we are. We are out of the Inner Sea.
Oh, I still think he's probably going to do dwarf locked, Corneria locked, and Toph locked.
Oh, absolutely. He would. If you can get all your checks done in the Inner Sea before you leave, why not?
Yeah. I just don't know if he... The game kind of seems like it wants them to go to early Earth, but they could also just go to Volcano or Ice Cave if they wanted.
This is true. That's a real... Volcano has your chest density, at least on the first level. That light axe is not that bad. +3.
Yeah, the fighter can swing that around.
Sure can. Make a dent in something,
There's
but...
more money in there.
He can also use the ship to go to Provoca, as we haven't been there yet.
Oh yeah, get their level 2 magics. I forgot all about Provoca.
Let's hope they didn't, because I almost did too. And plus you can beat up Bicky and his pirate buddies and see if he's got anything worth taking your chances on. And check Matoya chests.
I'm sure Bicky just has like a chain shirt or something. Nothing important.
Well,
Man,
Let's find out
I'm used
what's...
to Matoya having the ship.
If there's a
What is she
crystal in
gonna
one of
have
these
now?
chests... Oh, slab. Crown. And the bridge. Well,
3 for 3.
Ma-
Gotta love it.
Matoya, I think she has a problem. Like, this has been a number of seeds where I've seen her just holding out on all these key items. I mean, you're holding a bridge, ma'am. A bridge. What are you going to do with that?
Well, she was holding it hostage to get her eye back, and just misplaced it in a chest instead of behind her desk.
Well, the crown I understand. Like, that's an okay thing to hoard. At least it wasn't the canal. That
Or,
would just be kind of funny.
she's blind, so she just like
True.
picks up random things outside. That bridge isn't far from her home.
No, that's a
She
good
just
point.
like, went out there and grabbed it.
And, oh, Vicky is required. There's our loot.
Wow, they're already technically in item go mode.
They
They just need their
And
shards.
there's the cube. What? And,
This is
yep.
what's
So
going on?
I, this is. I guess this is an Oslodo jet seed. We don't see these that often, but they do exist. So that's full sky access for wewbear.
If level 2 magic is stacked, this needs
Well, you. He did buy it. He sold the opal bonk to be able to afford it. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Now, well, congratulations to both of them. I've given them a beautiful seed. That's Cure
Nuke and
4
Cure
and
4.
Nuke.
So level 1 Fade, level 2 Nuke.
Level 2 Cure 4. Peasants has
There was
picked
an
up an
Ice
ice.
5.
Peasants, meanwhile, has picked up the Geas shield out of the top of Toph, which wewbear is about to grab. So, taking all bets if Topher's going to be real rough.
It has to be. Right?
I mean, either that or they're going to be running around searching for a floater.
I mean, they don't even really need. Well, if
they
they want their tail, they might need the floater.
Depending on where the tail has landed. Chat calling for a triple nuke. We call that's.
Max HP roll chaos.
We're looking for a J Shardell special here. I don't think. I didn't roll that one. I'll tell you that. Meanwhile, Peasant's about to get his good news of all the free stuff that's available in Provoca. Well, I guess the cube isn't free, but what else you need the money for?
I mean, you don't need it for the spells. They're cheap.
Yep. Peasants gets his loot.
Now, I do wonder. Peasants does have the better experience flow to each individual member, but wewbear has more firepower with those early high damage spells.
Yes, that's true. It is. That's a really good. It'd be a really good comparison when we see how it all plays out. We're gonna check Dwarves Armory. Finds the same amount of money in 2 chests. There's his katana.
+1, I mean, it's not great, but it's better than being negative.
You
But
know,
hey, a great axe.
until you, if the Vorpal rolls up, I'd use the Vorpal personally. Vorpal
The
+2, take
purple
that.
would still have to roll to +4 or better to be equivalent. Well, +4 to be equivalent to katana +1, and 5 or 6 to be better.
Oh, I know. I like the katana. Sorry, I like the Vorpal. It
Yeah, I
saved me.
know. People like the Vorpal.
Well, I see Astos looks like he's holding a rolled up Opal Cheerio.
And just getting hit in the face with a couple low roll nukes.
Ah, nuke. Gotta love
+1
it.
opal. See, if I'm remembering right, you would need a +6 gold Cheerio to be equivalent to that. I think it's a 5 differential.
It's very impressive. Get our slab translated. Peasant's going to get his. As it says fast, I don't think that matters.
It hopefully shouldn't.
It did not.
Okay, yeah. High roll, fade.
Although I think I saw both of his teeth and his knife swinging. I believe those were knives?
Yeah, he picked up a couple small knives in Corneria. Because that was the best weapon it had to offer.
That's, well, sometimes you gotta get what you gotta get. wewbear, meanwhile, is gonna check out what's in Earth. They have the rod, so why not?
Yeah, and hopefully... Oh, there's a Thor hammer.
It says no dice.
But he does have the 2 red mages, so he's fine without it.
He is indeed. Well, so far, nothing great on Earth 1.
I do like the Earth dive before going to Sky, just to try and get the better shard count and get the better experience from a walking grind in Sky.
Absolutely. I would have done the same thing. I would have taken Earth first. You can get more shards, you can get your XP up, and you don't... While you do have Nuke and you do have Fade, you don't know what's going to pop out in Sky at this point. Something could roll nasty. That's always a risk.
I still probably would have went Volcano over Earth. I just don't like Earth.
Nobody likes Earth. I mean, let's be fair. It is the least favorite dungeon of every runner that I talk to. It's got these mazes. There's bats everywhere. Shout out to the dev team to make NPC Guillotine a thing.
Ooh, unrunnable giants.
They are blueberry giants. They went to Willy Wonka's. I'll show myself out.
They just went up north for a while. You know, wanted to see snow, stayed there a little too long.
That makes me wonder what color the frost giants are going to be. If they're red, we're going to have a chat.
Then what color will the fire giants be?
They better not be green. Well, the Earth is apparently the ocean, so I mean...
That was a water elemental, sir.
Finding a mage stick, though, that's a great find. Now your thief has something to do.
And if you find yourself some metal slimes in Sky, one of your melees can actually help.
I noticed that none of our runners don't have the fun names on, so that's at least a little easier to figure out what we're looking at.
Yeah, I'm not confident enough in my gameplay yet to change names of enemies.
No, I'll pass on that for the current time.
I mean, maybe stakes?
Oh, yeah. But you know what the stake is.
Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna check out the next location. Finding some cash, iron armor.
Oh, okay. I thought he was gonna equip that saber instead of the light axe.
I mean, he could. I wouldn't recommend. Alright, so our runners once again in lockstep at this point.
Peasant's going the route that I've been told is the faster way on Earth 2.
It is, I believe, if you're not taking the low chests.
Oh, I was told it was faster either way.
I've never actually counted. Although that may explain why I haven't won a tournament.
I mean, we all just play in these tournaments for fun, right? We're not trying to win.
No.
We're just trying to beat the seeds.
Exactly, that's it. Meanwhile, the bat's still getting in wewbear's way. And in Peasant's way.
Okay, if you're just zerging the dungeon, it's faster to go the southern route. But if you're doing checks, it's faster to go the north route. Okay.
Thank you, Falconic.
Man, I just keep getting told different things, or I'm told something and I don't actually understand what I'm being told. I'm gonna go with that second part.
All right, we're going to pull up to our old buddy, the vampire, who is definitely not long for this world. Goodbye, vampire.
The who?
Yeah, exactly. The the lack of Edward fan club. Now, so far, I have not seen any key items popping out of Earth. Some shards, which is fine. You love to see it. And he's going to get at least 2 for beating up the poor Lich.
Yeah, but you know, Lich could always wipe the party. He's done that a few times.
This is true. This is true. Find the house. Find. Oh, Procape's not bad, though.
Yeah, a little better defense for your casters. Or your thief if you really want.
Very true. Budge Mono pointing out in chat, as long as you take the W route on Earth. I agree. That is the route I've always used. I believe that looks like what wewbear is doing as well.
I mean, wewbear has to. It's part of his name.
The double W's. Another shard. Another shard. Ooh, that flame one though. That's pretty good.
It is, but if either of these runners would have faded to Earth, they probably would have saved a bit of time.
True, but the shard count is going to make a big difference here.
Yeah, it's been what, 4 shards, and then the 2 from Lich, so 6. I think is what they've found from here.
That sounds about right to me, but I'm not going to do math on Twitch. We don't do that. Ooh, that Lich is wearing a green hat today.
I do like that purple though.
It is very striking on him. Enjoy it while you can, because he's gone.
Oh.
Wow, we all knew that. And wewbear lights his earth orb. 2 more shards to add to the bank.
No Rui, so we get to see if wewbear decides to go Mirage or towards the Crescent and Volcano.
Well, Crescent's a free check.
It is.
And if you're going to do Crescent, you might as well pop down into Volcano. Going the long path, though.
Yeah. Interesting. Docking up on some houses. Good call.
Get some camping equipment or supplies. Gonna skip over the magic. Probably isn't interested in it.
Level 6 magic for red mages doesn't really happen.
The bottle.
So they got all the key items they need for floater locked checks.
They do. I'm sure that's gonna help them a lot. All right, we're heading into the river system.
Huh.
He's probably gonna. He's popping a save right at the intersection.
Interesting.
This could just be a no. Now he's popping another save. So this is gonna probably be a full clear of Volcano. He's got the magic.
I mean, if you're going into Volcano with level 1 fade, level 2 nuke, you might as well full clear it.
Absolutely, carry's not that threatening. Peasants, meanwhile, is running into that same unrunnable pack. wewbear fading the hairpin chest.
I mean, I get it. It's
annoying. No,
a lot of time for that one check. He doesn't need to find key or loot anymore, so...
This is true. And to be totally fair, no runner likes to check that chest without warp. It's just annoying.
But now we have to wait longer to see what the fire elementals look like.
Oh, we'll see. Ooh, jerkbirds with frost. This is a bit of a problem. Oh, but he gets away from it. Meanwhile, we got the regular...
Now.
For now. True, they do come up a lot. And we have another Lich. Bye-bye, Lich.
And another dead Lich.
Okay, the fire elementals are ice elementals, apparently. But I like the hair.
Yeah.
The purple hair
They
works.
decided to go up north with the giants.
Oh, there you go. Nice opal shield. Another shard. Another shard. Everyone's favorite XP peeds.
I don't know if I like that color palette for the P.
That's a bit much. Adamant. A.
Unrunnable gray worms.
It's not even gray, really. I'd say more it's like a. I don't know. Like a,
Worm?
yeah. Oh, but you got an Oxio out of it.
Oh man, everything's basically opened up to them now, dungeon-wise.
Yeah, this is going to become... Ooh, and a white shirt to be able to cast Invis, too. But triggers the trap tile on the mucks.
What kind of jet seed did you roll them?
I don't... This is strange. But yeah, yeah, I don't know. I'm a little weirded out by this. I don't usually roll seeds this well. Tracker says currently it is 10 to 10 for a shard count, so it's a tie all around.
Yeah, they've both hit their first experience in gold bump.
Ooh. Now, Peasants is going to the upper sea dock, which is faster.
That's where I would have expected to see wewbear go, but
yeah, it is a bit faster. You can hit both volcano and ice from there, so that's definitely where it's definitely a great play by Peasants.
I could see them not wanting to do ice though.
Yeah, ice has been a frequent pain for many a runner in this flag set, no question.
I mean, he already knew he could go to Mirage and Sky after this, so skipping ice is understandable.
And he'll have sea access when he finds the Oxio.
Oh, I meant for wewbear, not going up to the...
Oh, he already has that then. He already has sea access. I thought you meant Peasants who will
Yeah.
soon have sea access.
Yeah. So I can kind of understand... Oh, and there's the ruby.
There's your ruby. There's going to be nothing left in in the other two dungeons except potentially the floater.
The herb and crystal are still out there somewhere.
Oh, they are, but I would imagine they're going to show up sooner rather than later, at the rate that the seed is just handing out key items.
I hope that they're both just sitting in waterfall. The last place anyone's going to think to go at this point.
Oh, no. The last place anyone's going to go is Ordeals.
Oh, true.
That is the winter term. That should be the winter tournament hashtag. Never Ordeals. That is...
Oh, but...
That's a weird looking Aggie.
I found the loot and ordeals on one practice seed. It was very weird.
Yeah, I have faded Ordeals except for one preliminary seed where I full cleared. Chat pointing out the extraordinarily rare albino agamas. Yes, you don't see them very often.
Skipping the red D chest as well.
Yep, skip that one too. Let's do some healing before we... Peasant's finding a great EXP fight.
Yeah?
Oh, Carrie, what have you done with your hair?
Oh gosh. Carrie pulling the same color palette as the Peds did. With that yellow.
Carrie also not messing about. Hello, caster. But he does have life on that thief, who did use the roo stick, so is dodgeable.
Man, this carry is holding up a little bit here.
Very, very... Had a lot of absorb, but not a lot of MDef. Meanwhile, it looks like Peasants is walking out of Volcano.
Probably wants to save before going down.
I don't blame him.
Yep.
He burned a lot of charges.
That's the other downside of having only one caster with you.
This is true. wewbear, meanwhile, is out of Volcano. He's lit his orb. 14 shards to Peasants 13. Once again, big shout out to our tracker Ragnarok, keeping us honest and keeping track of them shards.
Oh yeah, I would just be ignoring them and hoping to see how many rows they might have every now and then. Otherwise,
tried that the last seed I calmed. It didn't end well. I missed an entire row and miscalled a lot.
it happens.
It does. Oh, map check.
Ooh, map check. I'm not gonna lie, I never remember the button combinations to pull up that map.
Select and B, I think?
Select and B.
Unless for
Alright.
some reason somebody disables it. Choom Bobby, excuse me.
Ooh, Tyro. And not taking the Tyro.
Nope, not interested in that whatever. I think wewbear is taking a page from Fizzle and speed and power. Emphasis on the speed. Peasants, meanwhile,
Not
has
much
found his
there.
ruby. And wewbear
Ah,
finds a shard and says, I'll get it. I'll get it on the way back."
just reset, save
Yep,
those steps, and potentially get out and save again.
yep. That's what he's gonna do.
Because honestly, the rest of those chests on that floor were all junk.
Yep, nothing worth your time. So we're
Oh
gonna
man,
check greater than less than.
Fire Giant took out a peasant's thief
Ooh
there for a
dear.
second.
We have some lovely Persian catmen here, in all their beautiful
Uh,
white fur. Unrunnable, unfortunately.
Finally saw peasants do a misstep. He said he wasn't going to do any, but he did. He checked that chest that has nothing in it because it's linked to a different chest.
It is one of the Final Fantasy linked chests. Is he gonna check the red D chest though? Because wewbear faded it.
Yeah.
But wewbear has found the floater in greater than less than. The seed is now cracked open.
Ooh, that was a really nice looking pro ring he just found.
He definitely.
+6.
That is a fantastic pro. You picked that up. You put that on.
Put it onto the red mage with the opal +1 just to make it a little harder to kill at least one of them.
Indeed. And here we go on the carry fight. For peasants. We're gonna swing
This
our axe.
could be a little harder for peasants with only the one nuke caster.
This is true. Because this carry was definitely tanky. Everything that wewbear seemed to throw at her, she just shrugged off. There you go, 3 hits for 69.
Fade for 157 is
That's
okay.
it's typical fade. It's Dollar General nuke.
Thor hammer for 23.
Well, there's a good one, 304. It's times like this you
Oh,
wish you had Quad X.
yeah.
No, doesn't matter. Goodbye.
I was about to say, with those white shirt casts from the thief, it didn't go as badly as I thought it would since it was a punch happy carry.
Very much so. So if you're peasants, you head back to your boat. Do you head to ice? No, sir. We are
No.
not.
I mean, you have Mirage and Sky, you have Sea, you have so many higher density checks to do.
Absolutely.
That eye looked a little drained of color.
Yeah, I think that's called a pink eye. Again, I will show myself out when the stream is over. And we're gonna check the chest in CC's Gambit. Finds another shard. Finds a cabin.
Wait, did he completely fade the spider floor?
He sure did. He walked right past it. Meanwhile, Peasants has found the tail.
Ooh,
Promotion in his
adamant.
future. That
That's
was
a smart play to do.
something that wewbear did not do. But he can easily get it quickly as he'll have the airship when he's done here.
Yeah, but is he gonna get above level 15 before then?
I would say he probably, depending on the unrunnables, this is what it's going to come down to.
Yeah, he isn't taking many fights, you're right.
These aren't really great fights. Like, I mean, if an eye pops up, would you take it? Absolutely. 4 mana cores? No, thank you. It's just not worth it. Ooh, pick it. No, that dragon armor, you definitely want that because you have an Aegis shield, you have dragon armor. Yeah, you're going to run with that.
And that ninja's gonna have an ice +6.
Absolutely.
Or ice plus 5.
Oh, there's an unrunnable he's going to have to deal with.
Oh no.
All right.
Experience that he needs. Whatever shall he do?
Wow. Sometimes, it just happens. So
He did reset out of that Thor hammer, so that thief couldn't really help much with that fight.
he's right at 14 right now. So assuming
Ooh.
he doesn't hit too many unrunnables, Tia probably will get him close. Oh, peasants.
What
We
are
are
you doing,
we are
peasants?
seeing an ordeals check. My,
You
my.
have loot. You have key. You don't need to be coming here.
There's not a lot of chest density. Unless he thinks the floater's here. Although he is making a mockery of this maze.
Yeah.
I mean, he was until he hit that. It's not number 1. It's probably number 2. No, it's definitely not number
Nope.
2.
Number 2 sent him back to the beginning.
Oh my, you hate to see that. You really do. Woobear, meanwhile, is going to be pulling us at Tia. Ooh,
Well,
I like that color swap on Tia though. That looks good.
ooh, that does.
I'm a
Kind of
so
like the right side's back in the shadows.
yeah. I'm a big fan of this. Let 2 comes out. Chip damage. Fight. We're gonna fight. We're gonna fade. We're gonna fade. Dollar. See what it does. Yeah, 138. That's what you kind of expect. Fade again. 214. Peasant's still
Mm.
heading into his maze. Is it pillar 4? No, it's pillar 3. You hate to see pillar 4. Everyone hates to see because
Pillar 4 is great.
but most people who played the original game didn't even know there was a 4th pillar. Ooh, Tia has Blaze. That's never what you want to see.
Yeah, I mean, his only real damage is those red mages, so...
Yeah, he can't afford to lose them. Yes, Peasants has been doing the 50-50 choice and picking the setback every time, it appears. It's not been going well. Oh dear,
And with
and
no
Uber.
warp.
Booted out.
Oh. Yeah.
Well, that Tia head blazing was not messing around. Let's be fair. That
That
blade
is rough, though.
that's a hard one to take. Peasants, meanwhile, finally out of the maze. Has he found anything worthwhile yet? No.
Not yet.
Nope.
Not even a shard.
Not a single shard. Yep, just leave. There's no point in staying there. Right, so where you headed to
Feel
now?
bad, though.
I mean, he was right next to C. He could have dove C.
He was next to sea and sky, and
He's going for
is choosing to
Titans.
go to Ruby.
Yeah, looks like he's going to do Titans. It's 4 chests, and Sarda is there as well, although...
So 5 checks in total, but I'm not understanding his thinking on this.
Ordeals is a high-risk gamble play. I know that. Because it has been faded a lot in the Winter Tournament seeds. A lot. If there is something important there, and you go there early and you get it, you have a major advantage. But it is a very risk-heavy play.
Yeah, but the only advantage you can really hope for would have been finding Floater.
Mm-hmm.
And with everything they have already, he should know it's not a Floater needed seed. Unless he really wants that X-Cow.
He
Which
might. Meanwhile,
would make sense.
it would in that situation. Meanwhile, Woobear finding an unrunnable pack of whiz mummies, and jerkbirds, but he is walking the floater out.
And that was a nice 5-pack of Whiz Mummies, so...
Yep, a lot of experience there for sure. Yeah, he's going to walk that floater out, save, and probably return, or he could go get his promotion. Question in chat. They have not seen Masa yet. Grabcakes has not made its
No.
appearance.
That's
which
true.
means
Hmm.
it is either in waterfall, ice, or sea. We've seen everything else.
Yeah.
Or it could be on the spider floor of sky, as wewbear did not check any of them.
Yeah. That would be an awful place to find it.
It would be. It would be. Meanwhile, Peasants is about to get his good news. But wewbear at... Well, never mind. He's found... Okay, I gotta say, those bulls look like real, like demons. I like that. But at 42, 22. There you go. 25, sorry. We are in the air.
He tricked you with that bottle and then using the oxyale instead of the floater.
A little bit. Kind of set me back there. Not bothering to check anything. Just gonna go right to that ferry. There's your power bonk. You want that for sure.
Yeah, that's really important. Because we haven't seen Temper,
We
have
haven't.
we? Or,
I do not believe we have.
oof.
Peasants, Fighter, and Ninja now have their first spells unlocked.
As soon as he goes back and buys them.
This is true. And we'll see what our...
Blizzard Sabers.
Ooh, there's his X. There's the X Cal. So it is in Lefane. Which,
Found his pro ring and now he gets his floater.
sure. All right, so I would guess that wewbear is going to do promote and check the cardio area.
He hasn't gone back and turned in that adamant yet, so he doesn't have his tail.
Oh, that's right, he doesn't. But he'll probably still check the cardio boxes at some point because they're free checks.
He's
There he goes. Now he's going to dwarves.
okay.
Yeah.
I was confused where he was for a second. I'm like, wait, where is that?
Yeah. Well, we did get a map check, so.
2 map checks, 1
Oh
race.
my. Peasants finding that those vampires are not messing around. They have
What do
frost.
they? Oh,
That
that's spicy.
was not seen before, but he is
And ice
wielding the light axe, and I believe the dragon armor was there, so he should be protected.
Yeah, that's why that fighter's still standing, but he's gonna have to leave now.
Yep. wewbear now making the check of Titans, making the check of Sarda to see why no one visits Sarda anymore.
Oh, hey, thanks for visiting me. Here's a nickel.
Yeah, pretty much. Here's 132 gold that you'll never ever need.
All right, wewbear, where are you going from here? You going back down to Cardia?
He didn't turn in the adamant though.
He.
No, he did. They just
I
it,
thought he did.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's not it. Tis not marked, but tis was done.
A lot of things were happening there.
True. It was a bit of a busy go. Peasants.
No travel spells is feeling really bad this seed.
It certainly is. But with that promotion, he now has the access to the katana. He has access to the X-Cal. That is.
So that dragon armor. that
Well, he will
eagle
have it.
shield. Oh right, he lost the dragon armor.
He did. Peasants, meanwhile, has now jumped up to the shard lead at 21 shards. Once again, shout out to our tracker keeping things in check.
They haven't found any ribbons.
They have not. We've not seen a single ribbon, whether that be turned in or not. So that would tell you that either Matoya has either Matoya or the Elf Prince has one of them.
Yep, and the other has the Vorpal.
Indeed.
I wonder if C is hiding the other 2 ribbons. That'd be
No, there's
fun.
one.
Oh,
Speak of the devil.
gotta talk about it, and it shows up.
So you were the anti-commentator curse then?
I guess. I'd be putting that Opal +6 onto that fighter instead of that Aegis +1 now.
Yeah, if you put a ribbon on him, absolutely. Absolutely. Meanwhile, peasants running into the annoying cat and sabermen combo.
Oh yeah. Those sabers were
They're very unpleasant.
not great. Oh, peasants
He got kicked.
lost.
Yep. That was the.
Favorite... Oh, question from chat. Favorite cat/man enemy combination? Man cat or cat man?
I mean, to be fair, I'm going to say the Catmen because I did have a seed a while back where man cats had nuke, and it was very unpleasant.
Which one's the yellow one?
That is the Catman.
I like those ones better because they're easier to kill.
Yes.
The other one is resistant to dang near everything.
It is. So, wewbear is done with his cardia checks. And it looks like we're going to go take a look at C.
Okay, for a second I thought he was going up the waterfall.
That was why I kind of stopped for a second when I saw him moving. I was like, is he... No, he's not. Good. Okay, we're fine. I mean, you can do waterfall. It's a quick check, but...
I mean, with all the chests that he's
It's-
been skipping,
Yes.
I just couldn't see it happening.
No. Looks like wewbear's going to go with Kraken side first. I like this play. He's got good weapons. He's got a ribbon. He's got good spells.
He only needs 8 more shards.
Yep.
So 4 from Kraken and potentially 4 on the way.
Yep. I see lobsters are how to have frost. Everything seems to have frost in this seed.
Yeah. No warp, no exit
It's
makes a lot of checks worse.
yes, it is. So you might as well do Kraken side first, get the guaranteed shards, and you can. I mean, at this point, he doesn't need mermaid. He can fade the whole thing. I am sad for the lack of carbonation, but it happens.
Yeah.
Ooh, the blood sharks.
He might still need to go over there.
He might.
There's a chance.
Peasants, meanwhile, has made it out.
That. Yeah, he has to leave to get those party members out.
Oh, wewbear, that was
And
close.
Wormack.
He's checking.
Wormack. Do it.
Yep,
Do it.
he's
Do
going
it.
for it. He's healing up. He's going for it. We have our Warmack. So, we're going to use the defense. We're going to use the ruse. Lit 2 comes out. Chip damage. Goes the ruse. Here comes the nukes. 200, not bad. Defense sword, another nuke. 138, that's... Come on, that's fade level. Get another nuke out there. Oh, that Warmack's got some punch.
I mean, it's kind of okay for the red mages to go down at this point.
Yeah, he's got life on his ninja. Only got 2 charges of it, though, so gotta be sparing. Oh! Warmack says, I can do that, too.
Never mind.
Ooh.
He does not have the levels for that unless he goes full offense and hopes to get the kill beforehand.
That's... Well, the good news is there's one less nuke in the pool.
Yeah.
But you don't want to do that again without substantial levels.
Yeah. I think he is hoping to get the levels he's been missing out on from that, though.
I would think that's correct.
Sleep touch lobsters.
Eee. Great.
And ice too.
And they have frost, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh man. This is just wonderful.
Yeah. Oh, that's just how it goes. Meanwhile, Peasants has gotten his Excal and some dead party members.
Yeah, I mean, Excal is a little more important than getting those party members back up.
Well, thankfully, we have the Canadian healthcare flag turned on. Everything is free.
Yeah.
Got a shard, got a nice 2-sword. There's another pro ring. wewbear says,
I'm not picking it up.
yeah, he says no.
No, the one flag that I really like being turned on that's almost never on, the clinic in Melmond.
Yeah, the Melman Clinic is very good. I remember playing the old vanilla game, and if someone died in Earth, you were in trouble because you had no at that point you didn't have life magic. There's no life pots in the game, and you have to go all the way to Corneria or Elfland. Meanwhile, we have a oh god that Kraken. Oh my, we have a Kraken.
What is up with these yellows?
It's a lot of yellows. So Nuke, pretty good. Because the X-Cal's going to start doing some work.
286 on 4 hits, not terrible.
For those levels, it's not bad. Fire takes a smack, but keeps on ticking.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a sub 100 damage hit onto that fighter.
Yep, and that's level 15, so that's wewbear's spells. And goodbye to another Kraken. I wish that command did work.
Yeah, that was not a very fashionable Kraken.
Not at all, but 25 for wewbear. Peasants
Now,
is still at 21, but a successful Tia kill will get him 25 as well.
Yeah, does wewbear just go straight to Tia?
Absolutely. And this would be an actual full fiend clear.
It would. Don't often see a full fiend clear.
No, it is very uncommon to see that. Meanwhile, we got metal slimes over on peasant side.
For a second, I thought that ninja wasn't swinging anything and did over 100 damage.
What do you think, he's a black belt? Come on now, he can't fake that. Meanwhile, we're taking a look at some of the chests that wewbear will completely be ignoring.
Yeah.
He needs nothing. I mean, I'm sure he would like another ribbon, but he's not going to go begging for one, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, you have the one for the fighter. That's kind of all you really need as long as you go back and get the spells on that fighter.
Absolutely. He's in a really good spot right now.
They've both taken wipes, so I'm sure they're both worried about it.
Well, you're almost an hour into the seed. You haven't seen anything on your opponent where you're finished. Fun fact, these two actually are good friends in real life. So, you're thinking, all right, it's been an hour. He hasn't finished yet. Either that means he's wiped a few times, or Topher's really, really bad. And that's
Yeah,
what the
or you could just be looking at it like 54 minutes. That's an average time of someone getting into Topher.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm still shards away from getting there. There's that dragon armor.
Yep.
I wonder if wewbear will remember where it's at.
I didn't.
Me neither.
Hopefully his
But that's
memory's better than. Oh, he
Huh?
did remember. He went right to it. He knew exactly where it was.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's a really good dragon armor
That
too.
is spectacular dragon armor, and that gives, really good armor to his.
His thief was already wearing the +6 flame armor.
Yeah, I would keep that on. I keep the +6. Peasants, meanwhile,
Yeah.
checking the 6-pack. I don't think wewbear looked at that.
Yeah, I don't think he did go over there the
Money.
first time he was here.
Money cabin, $4. I hate that chest. That chest appears everywhere.
Oh gosh,
The 4 gold chest.
that 6-pack was just awful all around.
Too true. Meanwhile, we got our hydras that look more like eye hydras, but that's fine. I mean, we'll go with it. Peasants,
There's
meanwhile.
just no fire with
Oh.
seed.
Peasants, meanwhile, is going back to the spider floor.
He probably wants to try and get all of his shards here and not have to dive C.
Yeah, he just needs one more, and he can kill Tia and be gone. Meanwhile, we have our Tia again with the blaze, but nowhere near as bad now with a ribbon and dragon armor on.
Oh yeah, and much better equipment all around.
Absolutely. And I believe Peasant's got his last shard. He is in Tia to go mode.
Oh man, with the divergences that they've had, this is actually coming together real
It's
smoothly.
it's gonna come down to Topher again. It's the great equalizer will determine who's gonna move on and who's gonna go home.
I think their magic shopping trips are also going to play a big part if they do them.
That's the thing, is at this point, again, like you said, you're about the time when most runners are hitting Topher and you're not. Ooh, and there goes Tia on wewbear just as Peasants pulls. Going with the Brack strat.
I don't like either of their levels, unfortunately.
No, the levels aren't great. I can't argue with you on that.
So at the bare minimum, I would expect them to stop and get that life one on the fighter.
Well,
Or the knight.
I think wewbear might have heard you 10 minutes in the past, as he's on the Bridge of Destiny, taking levels.
19s and 118.
He's going for the R Hydras. They're a really good source of experience. Meanwhile, Brack is just not helping Peasants a lot right now.
Surprised he's still going for the Brack instead of just nuking.
He has to now. He's at a Brack cast.
I mean, I know the Brack can make it a lot quicker, but with an Excal swinging knight, Katana swinging ninja, just damage it down.
Yeah, he's gonna have to. Like I said, he's kind of running out of options.
Alright, wewbear picking up some spells. What was in 3 white that he's wanting?
Nothing
2?
great.
He can't get it.
Ooh, hold lands on that knight. But gets back up.
That knight just hasn't been having a good fight.
No, he's having a rough
He's
Tia.
put to sleep too.
But there goes Tia 2. And Peasants is now in go mode at level 22, 22, and 20. So his levels are a little bit better.
As far as I'm aware, this is the last FFR match for the winter tournament tonight.
It is. There are more matches coming up in the future, tomorrow, but tonight, no, this is actually a special match being put on by myself, Odoran, and Ragnarok, our tracker. We all stepped up and decided that this match deserved a restream, and we took it.
Yeah, since this is the first time these two have faced each other in a tournament.
And they are both Duckling Supremes, and wewbear was the #1 seed coming into this.
Alright, wewbear getting his magic shopping almost finished. Just a quick stop at Corneria.
Yep, he's got his Cure 4. Peasants, meanwhile, doing the same thing. Got his. He's going to go down to Elfland and pick up the second last of his.
Yeah, get that fast on that ninja.
Getting life on that
Nuke.
knight. This could be.
Oh, I know. Nuke is old too.
This could be a very quick Toph dive. Life all around. A lot of good magic. Nuke, fade.
Yeah. I'm still liking the 4-man over the 3-man just because of the extra spell charges.
Yeah, the difference at this point is going to be that Peasants is a few levels higher, but it still doesn't put most of his characters at a nuke range.
Yeah.
But wewbear is in, I'm going to say probably about a flat hour. Didn't see exactly what time, but taking some fights on the way there. I don't hate this. This is probably a real good plan. Peasants.
Yeah, with those level 1 fades, might as well take on some Gasties.
Absolutely. It's free levels. Peasants, meanwhile, stopping back in Melmond. Nope, exit's not available to you, sir, unfortunately.
Aw. Unrunnable Phantom.
Ugh, the Bad Eye. Bad Eye's got some tankiness to it.
Yeah, that's why no one likes it. It's very tanky, doesn't give any good rewards.
Nope, it is the trolliest of trolls. Peasants, meanwhile, about 1 hour, 1 minute, and say, I think 25 seconds?
So about a minute behind wewbear's entrance.
Not by much. It's a close one.
Yeah, with the X-Cal and the katana, I could have just seen swinging and waiting instead of using spells.
Yep. Peasants doing the exact same thing, burning a dollar
Ooh,
store fade charge.
Peasant's Knight taking a huge hit
That was
though.
a massive hit. Got to burn some cure magic on that. Wewbear, meanwhile, has made it to the Earth floor.
Look at that
That rock
green
goal.
rock golem.
Whew. It's a radioactive rock goal, that is. I don't go near that.
Alright, pulling up on Lich 2.
Yeah. We're doing that.
Using fast charges. How many of those did he have?
I believe at this point they have 5 each.
Okay. I don't hate using them here then.
No, and slow 2 would be your only fear. You don't want to see it. All right.
Well, the ninja's going to have, I think, 2 casts of it to potentially negate that.
Yeah, that's good because you really don't want slow 2 to land on any character.
Yeah.
For some reason, and this is known to the programmers, slow 2 not time elemental. It's non-affiliated.
It's just hey, you forget how to swing your sword. Oh, okay.
Meanwhile, Peasants just runs over Lich 2, not even giving him a chance to do anything.
These guys, there's not much separation going on here.
Nope. Wewbear's through carry 2. Peasants about to pull carry 2. They are really close. You are probably 45 seconds, if that. All it's going to take, really, is one bad unrunnable encounter for Peasants to pretty much... That will also do it.
Change things here in a second.
We will see. Oh, Dark landed on the Knight on Peasant's screen.
Oh, that's not good.
No, it's not. But he does have Cure 2. And he says Cure 4 charges. I wouldn't burn them, but he does have Lamp on the Ninja.
Oh, it was Dark Touch on Carry 2.
That's even worse.
And Peasants didn't get that ribbon because it was in Cardia and he never went there.
Meanwhile, Wewbear, they're both through at the exact same time. They are literally one fiend behind each other. You can't get much closer than this.
Kraken could not have had much of anything.
Kraken didn't. But that makes you wonder what Tia and Chaos might have in store. We're going to fast. Swinging that katana. 4 hits, 152. Fast, of course, mistimes itself, but this one doesn't. Bane comes out. Poison Smoke takes out that ninja. But we got life magic. It doesn't matter. 7 hits for less than 200. Not what you want to see from that X-Cal. 6 hits for 240. Again, not what you want to see from the X-Cal.
Yeah, this Tiamat's pretty tanky.
And those nuke casts are just not landing with any real punch. There you go, 230 and done. Well, it's down to the wire for Wewbear.
Pulling a little bit ahead.
Yeah. Kraken, meanwhile, looks like it's found a healer or some kind of magic caster, as it seems to lock on every time. But Peasants is through once again. We are still only one fiend behind.
They're both fighting elementals at the same time for a second there.
Well, here we go. Wewbear heading in. Gonna pull Chaos. Sorry.
You want to move that knight down?
Nope. 1 minute,
No.
6:06. We start the fight. We're gonna defense. We're gonna ruse. We're gonna fast, and we're gonna fast. Fast comes off. Chaos lit 2. Chip damage. Except to that last red mage.
Double red. With these flags, I don't like taking...
Oh! Peasants takes a
Peasants
wipe
wipe.
on Tia, and he's gonna have to go. He's gonna use the Dark Moon strat. If it doesn't work, change it up.
That was the Bane. It hit the whole party, I think.
Yeah, that one's painful. Meanwhile, back on wewbear, the defense runs out. Blizzard comes out. It's not gonna bother a lot of people. White shirt. Lock's a good spell at this
Oh,
point.
hmm. I thought he probably would have went with like a heal 2 to try and get the party up a bit.
Oh, Chaos has cure 4.
That's okay. I mean, he didn't put out a whole bunch of damage yet.
True,
So he
but
knows
that
he needs to buff up and
yeah.
hit harder now.
Meanwhile, Peasants is go. It looks like he's gonna go Mermaid side, probably looking for a ribbon, something to help defend against that. Nuke coming out. Swing from that katana. 6 hits.
Another katana.
Ooh, but stop comes out and gets the ninja. There you go. 7 hits for 507. That's good. That's starting to get some damage now. Not enough though. More power bonks.
Always need more power bonks. Peasants found the second Opal +6 shield.
That's Aegis shield would be better. It does protect against poison. There's slow too, and it did not land.
Oof.
That would have been.
Was that 71 damage?
That was 71 damage from that X-Cal. Yes, that.
Ouch.
Heal 3 coming out to try to get the party back up to a good standing in case there is a hidden nuke. No, back to lit 2 again. Nuke coming out. But I believe we're getting. I think we're coming full circle. That Cure 4 might be coming. Oh, Zap comes out. Oh!
Man mode time.
Zap has taken the party to task. Doesn't matter. That there is determination. Get your GGs out in chat for wewbear. With an official racetime.gg of 1:08:36. And I believe
that was
that is going to be a
peasant.
Yes, it is a 4 from peasants. Not that we blame him. Get your GGs out for everybody on that.
It was a super close neck and neck Topher until Bane decided to change that up.
And we are joined in the booth by wewbear. wewbear, GGs.
Yes. GGs.
Thank you. You hear me, right?
Yeah, we can hear you. So
Okay.
you went with the
Go on.
you went with the 4-man strats. That's compared to peasants who took a 3-man. Did you think the extra spell charges may have helped you out?
Probably not. I don't know. They were nice, but yeah, I don't know. The red mage had like the life, so I just figured double the chances of one of them getting punched, and I can like res with the other one or whatever. Because I wasn't sure if the thief was gonna have life, because I think it was just whatever it was, clean.
Yeah.
Although we did notice that lamp came in handy.
Oh, I didn't buy it.
No, but the thief had it.
Oh, I didn't even notice. I just saw life on the thief, and I was like, "Hey, finger guns! Everyone has life." And stopped looking.
And we're joined by peasant. GGs.
Yeah,
GGs.
GGs, woo.
GGs. Not how I would have liked to have won, but
What can you do? I didn't have ribbon.
didn't have ribbon.
No wall, no low-level wall, no ribbon.
No, we saw you diving C again. We figured that you were taking a look for that ribbon there.
I was looking desperately. I didn't even think to look in Cardia. Like, it's like the only other place I didn't look outside of C, so...
Yeah.
So did you also like stop looting heavily once we had like all of the things available?
No, I mean, I looted and then I hit like 4 to go in Sky and then took out tier and went. But Mirage like was super rude to me specifically. I think I wasted like 10 minutes on like the second floor of Mirage.
Yes, you did.
I think I lost more than that, honestly.
You did run into quite a couple of very nasty packs on that Mirage floor.
It was just like vampires with frost, and then like Catmans who just kept sleeping my AoE, like my red mage, and then like Cerberuses that I just couldn't run from that took they were all faster than me, so I took like 30 hits before I took them all down. It was so dumb.
Red Hydras too. They had like mute and like frost or something cold. I can't remember, but it was also
Yeah,
annoying.
lots of unrunnable frosts users in Mirage.
Yeah, that Mirage was a bit of a mess. But how'd you guys feel about this seed being kind of very open and jetty very quickly? You guys ended up with a lot of key items really quick off the bat.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Yeah, it's pretty rare to have the canoe start over like a ship or like bridge or something like that. Like starting off with canoe and then not access to the others it usually is not good. I find I mean, like, I don't think it was too bad, but I don't know. Like, there was so many like parts of this game that just had nothing. Like, I did ordeals. It was the worst ordeals of all time.
Oh, you did
by the way.
ordeals?
And, yeah. Well, just after I got like tail. I was just in the area.
Yeah.
It was so bad. It sucked.
We
it was
noticed you got. It was pointed out in chat that every time you had a 50-50 chance, you got sent back.
Sent back to the start.
No.
Yeah. It was a.
Did you do Did you do Earth?
Yeah, it had nothing.
Yeah, Earth,
Absolutely nothing.
Earth was a barren
Absolutely
play.
nothing.
Earth was completely barren, and we both saw you both went to Sarda and saw that he
Who
gave
is
you absolutely nothing but a couple of some pocket change.
Yeah, it was like 15
130
gold or
gold.
something. Yeah. It's like, thanks, guy. But you always have to check him because, like, he just always has something when, it's most inconvenient for you, so.
At the
Oh,
only
I
time
wish
you
he had a
don't check him,
ribbon.
he's going to have something like the X-Cal +5 or the tail or something else stupid.
Yeah.
The ribbon, maybe.
Indeed.
Yes, all for a want of ribbon. We saw that Bane go off, and it's like, oh no.
I
Yeah,
saw
my
the Bane.
Red Mage just got
I
the
saw-
memo, apparently.
Yeah,
the
yeah. I
dot.
saw your Bane barely even affected your team.
I was like, oh, you cast Bane? I didn't even notice. That's unfortunate.
I mean, it put your ground.
Good
What was
things
that?
happen to bad people. It put his teeth on the ground.
Yeah, it killed my thief. The Red Mages were like,
Who cares?
Yeah, I mean, at that point, everyone, like, I was talking to you, everyone had life, so, like, even if the Red Mages did go down, I think I killed him next turn anyways. Yeah, so it wasn't the worst. So, yeah, the Ribbon won it.
That's a great segue into my my next question to both of you. What'd you guys think of the magic? It was kind of loaded.
Had everything, yeah. Except for Temper, I guess. I stopped looking after level 4, because I was like, I don't really care. But,
if you would like to know, Temper was at level 6.
Okay.
Warp,
Is that learnable? I have no idea.
level
Red
6?
Mage?
No, it wouldn't have been.
Yeah.
And Warp was level 8, along with Saber and Bane and Ice 3.
And
Those are the only things that I would have wanted is Warp or Exit.
Yeah, Exit, I believe, was
Level 5.
level 5 unlearnable.
Fourth slot, yeah.
Yeah, it was in the 4th slot, which isn't learnable. Yeah, stuff like Wall, in case you were wondering where that ended up, that was level 8 white, so that's not learnable.
Yeah. I knew, I was like, it definitely wasn't, level 5, and I just didn't, there's no point in checking after that, but I was like, please give me a Wall.
No.
Yeah, ribbon. I went and checked my 3s and 4s again, because I was like, it was Wall there, and I just missed it, but...
No,
I usually
Wall
don't
rolled
remember.
in level 8, so Red Mage never would have taken it, never would have gotten it. But I gotta say, for a lot of that seed, you were both lockstep. You were like Peasants. You were literally one fiend behind wewbear for most of that run.
Yeah, I saw at the end.
Until I wiped the Tia.
yeah.
Till I went.
No, Tia won for me, but
No,
different Tia.
no. But when you guys were in Topher, when you were facing off against Tia, Peasants was facing off against.
Oh, you're talking about Topher.
Oh,
Sorry,
yeah.
I thought you meant for the entire seed.
Now we
Probably when you were wiping to tier 1, like you said, I was probably wiping in Mirage over and over. So we're probably a lockstep still.
I thought I lost as soon as I wiped there. I was like, all right, that's GG's.
Well, I gotta say also, wewbear, you were one of the few people I've seen do a complete full clear. You took every fiend out and got pretty much every key item.
No, I was missing
You didn't do ordeals. apparently.
Crystal and Herb.
Correct.
So
correct.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't have crystal.
So the
Herb
ribbon.
either.
No,
yeah,
we assumed that they were in waterfall. Or
that would make
or-
sense.
Did you
yeah.
did you do? Or did you see?
I did left side of C. I didn't touch right side because by that I
It
only
wasn't on-
needed 4 more shards, so I just went back.
I checked.
Yeah.
I checked most of the chests on right side, like on mermaid side. It wasn't in either of them. I would
Did
have
you
loved
do
it if it was.
Did you do ice cave?
No.
no.
Okay, me either. So it could be there too.
And only one of
Yeah,
you took
probably.
on the war mech.
Yeah, that was another of my wipes. So
That-
I was like, I got a lot of
You're
nukes and
wiping?
double.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
This guy's
we
wiping
we all
constantly.
we all saw you see it, look at it, stop, walk out, stop again, check your levels, and like he's going. He's gonna go. And
You gotta give it a try when
Wait,
you have that
was
many nukes, and it was C on bottom with the 2 chests.
Doing doing
It wasn't that bad of a walk,
doing
so
Warmech in C is a no go for me. I think. I don't think I've touched it.
well, I didn't have Vorpal, right? So I was like, is Exhale +1 really gonna be good enough? Like, I mean, I'm pretty strong. And then he nuked like high rolled everyone.
yeah, it was a
Like
high
everything
roll
was
nuke.
like 350 plus.
Yeah, it was
So
yeah,
unfortunate.
it was a very it's a very trolly war mech, to say the least, because it started off very simple. He did smack, I believe he smacked your red mage around a fair bit, one of them.
Yep.
And
Yep.
then
I think he did fire 2 or something like that.
and then it was like, oh, it's gonna be okay. And then he's like, 'cause it was you casting nuke against him, and then it was, oh, I can do that too, and then just obliterated the party.
Yeah. Like I said, the only reason I mostly tried it too is because like it was like left side. I didn't do mermaids at all, so left side it was like third chest I saw because of the 2 before you walk down there. I'm like, this isn't too bad of a walk. I already felt behind because I already wiped to Tier 1 at that point. So I'm like, but yeah, that was
And-
not to be.
I think both of you took a number of wipes in Mirage trying to get that floater out.
No, I only wiped
I was just trying.
to Tia, I think.
Yeah. Blueberry didn't wipe
It's-
until after the
Till Tia decided that there was no
felt
screwing
really
about.
bad.
Yeah, it must have rolled max HP because I pumped so many fades and I didn't cast Brat because like it never works for me. So
Yeah,
I
I
just-
missed Vibrex. On
Yeah, we
So
watched
never
Peasants-
works for me, man.
We watched peasants roll that, and it's like, nope, 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 nope.
I was like, fine, I'll nuke. God.
At some point, you just kind of have to let Tia be Tia. There was no bracking to
I
be
wouldn't s-
found.
no.
I was not smacking very hard. I didn't have. I didn't have my fast.
Me
I
either.
didn't have fast at that point.
Yeah,
So
me
I was
either.
like,
You didn't have enough money for it?
I need to brag at the time. Yeah, I was like,
Yeah,
I was thinking
same.
about going back, and then I just didn't. And then I left at Mirage to like pick up my floater, and then I went back to Mirage and didn't pick up fast in the meantime.
Same here. But I mean,
That's
when
a
you have
gamble
Exhale
move.
at that point, it's wasn't too bad.
I mean, it should be fine, but then I'm doing 80 damage to tier 1, which is not.
Fair enough. Yeah, usually the speed bumps or usually the roadblocks aren't the Tier 1 Kraken 1, you know, etc. But
Usually not. Usually that's more of a Topher thing.
yeah,
So if you are
Well,
curious,
Tier 2 was still a road bump for me, I think.
if you're curious, Tier 1 rolled 1751 HP.
yeah, that makes sense.
That's
I
pretty
gotta go back and I gotta watch how much damage I did. I'm very curious because I had to did done at least like 8 fades plus maybe a couple nukes and
Now-
swinging. So
You might not want to hear this, but Tier 2 actually rolled lower HP than Tier 1. Actually, to be fair, Tier 2 rolled higher HP than every other secondary fiend.
Yeah,
Wow.
I think that all the fiends have pretty low health, like at least
Yeah.
Yep,
the
every
3 that I beat. Don't know
every-
about tier 2.
Yeah, Lich had 706, Carry 791, Kraken 2 1448, Tia 2 1482, Chaos was over 3000,
That's chaos. Though.
but did have Cure 4, Nuclear, Poison, Blizzard, Zap, Stop, Stun, Slow 2, which we did see come out but miss.
Yeah.
I was probably screwed. Like even if I got through tier 2, I mean, like I can't roll the no ribbon lottery against
Yeah.
that chaos. There's too many insta kills. If I don't get hit by the insta kills, I just get hit by slow 2 and stop doing damage. So I guess it would. I probably shouldn't have even attempted.
Ribbon
going
doesn't
into
even help with that.
Slow 2, no, it
No,
does
it
not.
doesn't.
Slow 2
Yeah,
is
I learned that.
Slow 2
But
is
Q, but
a non-elemental
Q4
spell.
helps though, right?
Nope.
Does Q4 fix
Nope.
it? Q4 fix
Only
it?
only
No,
fast.
really not.
Yeah.
You just have to refast.
You
You
have
have to
to-
refast. I can do that.
Yeah. It's like a plus minus thing. Like
Yeah,
if you're fasted and you get slowed, you go back down to like normal, I think. And you just have to fast
have to-
again and go back up.
You have to double fast. I
Nope.
usually just reset.
No,
like,
no.
hit my slow 2.
That's fair.
No, if you
Stop playing the game.
if you fast over a slow, the fast gets rid of the slow and you get your fast back.
Ah, cool.
However, seeing as
Asian.
how we're starting to get into the wee hours of the morning for a lot of
Yeah.
our friends, we'll move on to final thoughts with wewbear, our winner on stream. You will be moving on, and you get to take on Kumo next.
Hey, fun, exciting.
I'm sure there'll be a good match. We're all looking forward to it.
I hope
And
so.
Any thoughts about that, and any thoughts in general about the winter tournament, the seed? What do you got to say?
No, I've been really enjoying this flag set. It took me a little bit to like get used to it, but yeah, no, I've been really liking it. After my first loss there,
We don't talk
nothing could be worse